Hello. Now, normally we want to be camera ready at all times, but I was actually going to take this opportunity to show you some fabulous products we have, and in fact, a little special on them as well. So the backstory is that I started noticing some changes on my skin of my nose, and I thought it was time to make sure that I didn't have any precancerous lesions on there. So I started to self-diagnose, of course, and I put some 5-fluorouracil, also known as Epidex, on my nose only, just to be able to clear and purge whatever might be sleeping and kind of underneath the skin that we couldn't see. And so this is what has come out of that. So this is about 2 weeks in, and this is kind of what it's supposed to happen. Now the skin is still intact, so should I want to maybe camouflage some of this and get through my day, we've got some great products that we can actually use under those circumstances. Now this is going to fade out on its own over a couple of weeks, but if I wanted to get out in public in the meantime, here's how we do that. So option one is one of the great Color Science products. And again, Color Science is one of the fabulous SPF products, and again, skincare products as well. But the Flex is really helpful because it comes in a tinted fashion. This is an SPF of 50. And one of the other options is the Tint de Soleil, which is an SPF of 30, and it's kind of more of a mousse type character or category or consistency. So when we look at these products, when you see what they're like going on, at first you see them and you think, okay, what's going on with this stuff? Is that good or bad? So here's the Flex, here's the mousse, the Tint de Soleil. And at first they look like they're a little bit kind of thin and maybe even chalky, but what happens is with all of these products, you typically want to use them and warm them up a little bit and then apply them. So if I take, for example, this is the Flex, I'm going to try it on this side of the nose. You can see it starts out where it looks like it's got, you know, that chalky kind of a look. Now watch what happens once this warms up. Okay, and you get some better coverage and you get some SPF on some place that's a damaged skin. This is the Tint de Soleil. Again, a little bit more of a mousse-like characteristic. Same story goes, starts out on a little bit more chalky and then starts to cover. And then that pigment in there does a really nice job to protect those areas and make this so that is a little less visible. Now, the logical question is this just for damaged skin? And of course the answer is no. You know, the point is that when we've got areas that we've disrupted for some technical thing that we've done, for example, a micro peel or micro laser, even a fractionated type of resurfacing, skin's going to be very sensitive. In order to protect it while it's healing in certain phases, you don't always do this right away, but in areas that skin is still now back intact, we can actually protect and then help to blend away. Now let's say that you didn't have a procedure. Well, this is even better because this is what we can use to be able to minimize some of the pigment irregularities and some of the textural irregularities of just normal everyday skin. So this is not a post-procedure product. This is an everyday product that works so well it even helps post-procedure situations. Now the joy of this is, of course, it's going to be on sale. So from this point, all of our Color Science products between now and December 3rd are all 25% off. So if you're interested, come and catch a load of that because they're great. They really do a fabulous job. Sun protection, so very important. When I just blend these in, you look at what's here. Again, both of them do a great job of integrating. They're soft, they're silky, they're cosmetically elegant. They feel great on the skin, and what better way to protect your skin and save some money in the process?